Hi all, thank you for coming to our especially late special seminar with Nathalie Bach, who is a PhD student at Aarhus.
Yes, perfect.
Trying university in Denmark, who's currently visiting CSIRO down in Hobart and came up just to visit us.
Visit you guys and the CSIRO department.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad there's a lot of reason to come up other than our lovely
Just
weather.
you guys.
Yeah, and her work focuses on developing data-driven tools to support marine spatial planning and the establishment of effective marine protected areas. So you can see the overlap and why we would like to talk to her from my lab in particular. So I hope you're online. Thanks, Tim. I don't know who else is there, but get an earful. As well as a variety of other sort of monitoring techniques, including eDNA, with which you investigate biodiversity patterns and ecosystem vulnerabilities and movement of organisms and genetic materials. Yeah. All right, that's a mouthful. I'll let Nathalie do the rest of it, but thank you very much for taking the time to come so late in the day. And I will also quickly, not quickly, but because I don't think it's probably in your slide deck, take a second to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which we meet, the Yagara and Turrbal people. We acknowledge them as traditional owners and the custodians on the land on which we meet. And on behalf of the CBCS, I pay our respect to their ancestors and descendants and emerging leaders who continue cultural and spiritual connections to land. So thank you, Nathalie.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you for coming. I'm really happy that people want to show up and see what I'm doing in my day-to-day. So yeah, this is the talk title because I work with a stakeholder group and I'm trying to give them these data-driven tools to make these decision making. This is the name, How Biomap, which means Ocean Biomap, biological map, is the name of the project in general. But first, so just to give you a little background of where I spend my even and everything. So I started, as you can see, all of it has been Ocean University in my career for now. I did my bachelor's in biology specifically at Ocean University, and then I branched into exactly marine science as my master's. As you can see here, this is almost teeny tiny dot under the nose of Denmark, and it's a great place. It's the biggest university city in Denmark. I did my master's with Anna Neuheimer, who's my supervisor, who's originally from Canada. She's also my supervisor for my PhD. During my master's, I did a whole project on biophysical factors that influence a specific squid and where it is at the Faroe Islands. Because the Faroe Islands is its northern edge, so we wanted to see with climate change, would they actually drift more up, or how would the situation be? And we found out that they definitely will become more prevalent up here. That was 30 years of data that I was working with, and that sort of sent me into the direction of loving models and loving a lot of data, which led to the PhD that I'm doing now, because there's a lot of model-based, and again with the same supervisor, because I really love working with them. So the project Biomap, which is with the long name, Integrated Ecological, Genomic, and Oceanographic Analysis, Marine Habitat Protection, bit of a mouthful. But it is funded by OBN's Nature Fund, which is one of the biggest funds in Denmark. It's a mix of different universities that are contributing to this project. So we have the DTU, which is the Danish Technical University, where we also have another PhD, Tunja, who's mainly on the genomics part. So not what I do. Then we have Aalborg University, also a Danish university, which is specific with a Center for Environmental Assessment. So that's what we basically use them for. And then we have the Institute of Marine Research from Norway, which is a big group that also have a lot to contribute to this project. But so what is this project all about? And what really caught my eye when I saw the application or the post of it is that it's very stakeholder based. So there's this huge stakeholder group, or huge, but it's 7 municipalities with 7 mayors in front. So there's a lot of push through, because in Denmark, in general, the water is no man's land. So what they're trying to do is to say, we have this, we want to decide something for this area and make it more, give it more life in general in the ocean. We want to do something because it's a really appreciated area. So these mayors, because they're mayors, they have a lot of force, but they don't know what tools or what they should decide based on. And they have this advisory group board, which is very Danish, what's going on here, but it's a mix of experts, fisheries, organizations, NGOs, advocates for marine climate, that are sort of helping them figure out what to do. But again, they are not necessarily scientists, or they're not getting paid to figure out exactly what to do in these marine protected areas. So this group and the mayors are the ones that I'm working with, trying to figure out what to do and what to prioritize based on. But so that's where I came in. They have a need for these research-based planning tools in this specific area. Doesn't look that big, but this is like 20 kilometers, so it's like an okay big area. And as you can see, it's very pressured. So we have bottom trawling, that's all the stripes, which are quite a lot. We have dumping sites. I don't know if you have that here, but that is places sort of like a trash can in the ocean. Horrible. And then we have these purple reddish areas, which are other fishing efforts, so net fishing and generally other kind of pelagic fishing. Then we have resource extraction, some places where it has been, and also places that are still current use, and that's seafloor mining, etc. Then we have different agricultural sites, these little blue ones, and all of this is not even including all the ferries that are transporting and the cargo ships, etc. So this area, especially within Aarhus, which is a huge hub city, is really pressured. So they want to know how to best go at where should we actually protect and with what costs, and that's where all these fishermen and different groups come in as well, because we want to actually do something, give them a tool that can break through and actually give them a marine protected area that will actually happen and not just be talked about. And this project, something I just need to tell you as well, is very much based on the 30 by 30. So the end of this project, which is in 2027, when I'm done, there will be a percentage of these marine protected areas that we will have in Denmark that will be placed within this specific area. So whatever tools we're making will actually contribute to where we're going to have these protected areas. Yes. But how will I go at this? What tools can we do?